Hey everybody, and welcome to the Gauntlet, where we go everything sports news. I'm your host, Captain Zeus, followed by my lovely co-host, JT and Novaburst. And today we got a bit of an update from the Overwatch League here. They gave us the playoffs, or the finals playoffs for the Overwatch League Season 3 sometime this week. They gave us the deets on it. Basically, how this is going to work is going to be a little confusing, okay? Starting September 7th, I know I'm losing you so far. Starting September 3rd, basically all the teams are going to go into a bracket. It's a tournament. They're all going to fight for the finals. The top two, the winners for the Asian region and the NA region, go off to the grand finals, and they battle each other out to become the champion. Basically, like all the other tournaments, there's no hero pools. There is double eliminations on these, which we'll go into later. And there is a prize pool on this, too. Nova, would you like to tell us about this lovely prize pool that they're doing for us?
Gladly, I would love to go over this prize pool. So, in total, for this prize pool, there's $4 million at stake. And basically, the only teams that will be getting money is basically the top 12 teams coming out of this playoffs right here. So, for all your Bostons and Toronto, you might want to get some practice into
Vancouver.
You need to pay your players. And
Boston needs to pay Jerry. If you're last place, you're not getting paid, guys.
Exactly.
I think there's a bunch of people who aren't going to make good money.
So break it down to us. Who's getting what?
Definitely. So we have teams that reach double elimination rounds, which are going to be basically the bottom 6 teams out of the top 12.
Mm-hmm.
They each are going to get $75,000 right there.
Okay.
Then you have the regional third place teams, which are going to be 2 teams. They get $250,000. That's $250,000 right there.
Okay.
Then you got fourth place with $350,000. Third place, $450,000.
Mm-hmm.
The runner-up with $7,500,000, and then the league champions with $1.5 million. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Have not seen that in anything else. That's probably all they're going to do because they can't pay the players. But
That was my joke.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to steal your joke.
You got me.
JT, talk to me. What's going on with this bracket? We were just dissecting it earlier before the video. It's a little confusing.
It's just a tad bit confusing.
Okay.
So they finally implemented the losers bracket, which is great.
Finally
Apex-
listen to somebody. There we go.
I know. Well, maybe we'll get. No, never mind.
That's another conversation.
We could improve this bracket quite a bit.
Yes.
Anyways, the Apex side's not too confusing. So you're going to start off with knockout rounds, going into best of 3s. Whoever comes out of the knockout rounds will get seeded. The seeded teams, seed 1, seed 2, will get to pick their opponent. And then the last bracket, I guess, is just the 2 teams that don't get picked.
Yeah, from what it looks like
I'm pretty
is
sure that's how that is.
seed 1 and seed 2 choose their. Well, no, seed 1 goes against the game 2 or 3 winner,
Yes.
and
So-
we don't know what's happening with seed 2. We
And
don't.
basically the way the losers bracket works is if you lose any game on the winner's side, you go to loser's side and you play until the end, until there's no one left. And you're the second best team.
There you go.
That's pretty much how it works. NA side's the same thing, just a whole lot longer.
A whole lot more confusing too.
Way more confusing.
Golly.
Same thing though, you get knockout round. Whoever wins that game gets seeded. You get seeded in. Teams get to pick who they want to play, who already has the seed, the top seeds. And then you play all the way through. Winner side has eliminations. The only weird thing on this bracket, which is not normal for loser side, is if you go winner side bracket all the way through to the finals and you lose, you still get dropped into losers bracket and play the losers finals, right?
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Yeah. And the
then
winner
who
from the
comes
losers and the winner from the
second?
winners, those two go to the finals.
Correct, because just because you make it to the winner side finals and lose does not mean you're second place. You still have to go play in game 18 and claim second place.
It's a bit weird.
It's kind of strange, but it's all right. At least we have a loser side bracket. That makes us way
and
better.
then the finals of supposedly, rumor has it they're gonna ship out the NA winners to an undisclosed Asian location, so that way they can go against the Asians. Okay, and then they're gonna do a double elimination bracket, best of 4 from what I'm hearing. And then
I think that's the finals too, isn't it?
I think.
I think the final
It's
games?
not a whole lot of details at the moment. I'm sure they'll release some out, but I'm pretty sure that for the finals and the winner and loser bracket finals, they'll do best of 4. It's usually what they've been doing. And it's really the first 1 to 4.
Yeah, best 2-4.
Yeah.
Whoever hits 4 first.
It's really, really confusing.
You know, we can't just do best of 5s.
No. Can't do best of 2s either.
You're okay. So we talked a little bit by discussing this bracket. We have an ideal bracket for Blizzard.
Oh, it's
So-
the perfect bracket.
When Blizzard inevitably decides to go back in time, and we go back to where all the tournaments are terrible and everything's like best of 1s again, we have this beautiful tournament bracket. So it's double elimination all the way through.
Okay.
Now, tell me what happens when you go to losers. Blizzard, listen to this. This is a good idea.
So when you go to losers, the loser bracket's only for the losers. And then, the winner of the losers goes and face the winner of the winners in finals. And the loser from the winners, they're third place.
Now, but because they're in the losers bracket, right?
Yeah.
What's their disadvantage for being a loser?
They have to do a complete run. And then when they go against the winners, if they beat them, they reset it. They got to do it a second time.
So that's an actual good bracket. Now, think about this terrible bracket we were talking about. So when you get eliminated in the worst bracket possible, in best of 1s, by the way,
Oh my God.
when you go get sent to the Shadow Realm, which is a loser's bracket, they shame you. They shame you into...
Shame.
You have to play on the Switch, cross-console against PC players.
With Wii remote controllers.
You're not allowed to
Okay?
use a normal controller. And they have to be disconnected.
Yes. You have to have the Joy-Cons and the actual Wii remote. And you're standing up. There's no sitting down for this. And you have to do the movement. And there's mini games. Like Mario Party. There's mini games.
What the?
There's mini games in this too. So
Yep.
watch out for that.
And you might even have to, like do a Wii Fitness thing. You don't know. So they roll a giant dice at the beginning of every game. It's like, oh, we're playing Mario Kart.
Yep, the mini games. It goes from Connect 4, playing Sorry, Monopoly, even Call of Duty, since Blizzard owns them. It's a lot of random games that they're throwing in here on the Wii
Now,
Switch.
in the worst
combo.
bracket of all times, if let's say you make it through this gauntlet of terribleness, you get to play in the winner side bracket.
Yeah,
They still want to shame you because you lost. It's a terrible thing.
shame.
So when you go over to the winner side bracket, you still have to play the minigame. You still have to play on the Switch. They get to play on the PC. You have to win in a best of 10. If the winner side bracket wins one game, it's over.
That's it.
So it'd be this
Oh my
epic
gosh.
game of like this team having to play Mario Kart while playing Overwatch on the little Joy-Cons.
This is like boxing and everything. You see him getting a sweat going on here.
And then they win 9 games in a row. And then the winner side bracket wins 1 game. It's
And
over.
that's it. That's the end of the
it's over.
series. That's it. But for real though, guys, the way they're doing this bracket is obviously a bit confusing, as you can tell. When you go on the NA side of it, basically from tier 1, all of those losers are in the first round of the losers, and then the tier 1 second round losers also face against the winners of the first round of the losers, which that makes sense so far. And it proceeds, losers keep dropping down up until the last round of the winners, and then they go against the winner of the losers, and then the winner of the losers 2.0 go to the finals. how do we think this is going to turn out? How do we think this bracket's going to turn out, guys?
It's going to be better than the last one.
With the way these tournaments have been happening, it's a lot of upsets, to be honest.
I don't think we'll see nearly as many upsets, though.
Yeah, Melee, we saw a little bit of it. You saw Florida make a good run.
There's too much money on the line.
I don't know, man. There was a little bit more money this time in the Summer Showdown, and no one we thought would won. Okay, maybe the APAC
$4 million
for Nova.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money, that's for sure. 1.5 for the grand finalists.
So just think of this like this is like the tournament. This is the tournament you want to win.
The tournament.
So every team will take this as seriously as they possibly can.
This is going to be interesting for sure. Definitely interesting. Let us know what you think in the comments below. That's going to wrap it up here. Go check out our other videos about, hero pool predictions. D&D, please look at our D&D videos. It's hilarious. Sometimes disturbing and sometimes frustrating. It's mostly just hilarious.
And just so you know, there will be a bracket that I described in our D&D campaign.
We're going to have a bracket, a free-for-all bracket for D&D. Keep a lookout for that, guys. I'm Captain Zeus. That's JT literally dying. That's Novaverse, and we'll catch you guys later. See ya.